It's your boy Blackmouse, and I'm here back reacting to another video. Tattoo artists, Bang Bang, critiques NBA and WNBA tattoos.
Got my Jackie on my waist, I'm feeling fresh. Okay, I keep my homies with me, I can never stress. Okay, I keep my Bible on me, I'm forever blessed. I done paid my test, diamonds on my chest.
I love emoji
Let's go.
tattoos, and I've done quite a few, and I want one. I really want the bitch. You know, that's like my favorite emoji ever. What's up, GQ? I'm Bang Bang. I'm a tattoo artist in New York City, and today we'll be reviewing the tattoos of some of the biggest stars in the NBA and WNBA.
Shit. Last time I said that. Count mine, count mine.
So I've been tattooing a long time. You know, when I first started tattooing, I would have never imagined I would tattoo LeBron James. So
Oh, bro,
some of
tatted
the
Bronny?
athletes that I've gotten to meet and tattoo. It's a little surreal.
Y'all think he better boost up one of his tats that he did on Bronny or what? Let me know.
To be here and to be able to do my work for them who've done so much work. So some of my clients are obviously LeBron, Rihanna, Justin Bieber, Kylie Jenner, and Selena Gomez. I could go on for days. LeBron's got a bunch of tattoos. He's got a bunch of really iconic tattoos as well. I met LeBron 5-6 years ago through a mutual friend who's in his close circle, and they work on the shop together, and he was vetting me to make sure I'm, you know, cool to be in the circle. And so LeBron flew me to his house when he was in Cleveland. We tattooed in his basement. I did a portrait of his daughter when she was about 2 years.
That's cool, that's cool.
So some of the things about LeBron's
soft.
tattoos is
That's a lot of values for a black person. Good artist shit type shit.
can't tell what every one of them are because some of them are older, some of them are cover-ups. As we talked through all his tattoos, he really loved his tattoos. He had something on his chest that I just remember him explaining it was terribly painful. He did pretty good on his low shoulder blade when I tattooed him. Little peek in the future, he wants a lion on his finger like mine. I think my favorite tattoo on LeBron,
I fuck with them. I was just talking about finger tats on my last one, but Post Malone got some finger portraits. Them shits are hard. So like if the artist, I mean, shit, if you got the finger for it, they just kind of faded. It's a game, bro. But Post Malone, Posty tatted
the
too.
one I did, of course, is Chosen One. I think there's something really poetic in embracing the pressure, and I think no one in the history of sports has had the pressure that LeBron James has. He was the chosen one when he was in 8th grade. Everybody knew he'd be great, and that's a really hard thing to live up to. So I love LeBron's Chosen One tattoo most.
I fuck with it. That's why I got mine.
Allen Iverson's style was one of a kind, and still is. There was a lot of controversy surrounding tattoos in early on.
A lot of these early tattoos, bro. So they kind of do what I mentioned. I feel like I did in my last video, where you just kind of stamp on the things. You call it a sleeve. It just depends on the vision, how much meaning they got behind you. So you really just like throwing this on, and they badges of honor, badges of meaning. And that sounds like a lot of what this early culture of tattooing was like for bro.
In his career, the marketing ads and
Based off of LeBron, at least, because they were like a lot of meaningful tats type shit. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like too crazy. Like there was some tats for sure, but
even toys that kids would buy, they didn't have any tattoos, although he did, and this was a really large point of contention. Not only did Allen Iverson have lots of tattoos, but he had his neck tattooed, his hands tattooed. Even still now, it's a touch taboo, but not nearly what it was then. Allen Iverson was a superstar in the late 90s and early 2000s when no one had tattoos, especially NBA players and athletes in general. Really, he was the most famous, most tattooed person for a long period of time. Now we see many NBA players.
Wait, did they say they took the shits off of bro? Okay. That's why I said they took the tattoos off the Ducks.
Now we see many NBA players that look like this, but at the time we didn't. So he's really the godfather of style to this community of people who love, adore, and play basketball in the NBA. Well, it looks looks to me like if it doesn't have wings, Mello doesn't want it. I love his theme of black, gray, red. These work really well. They work well on his skin tone. If LaMelo says he's done, I don't believe him.
To be honest, I'm done.
I'm gonna get a call next week.
That nigga
I'm
learned.
just only gonna get like little tats, if anything.
70%.
He had a chest piece. I'm gonna pause this on the next picture. I mean, he had a chest piece and like a forearm. I don't even think it was a full forearm. Somebody done. I don't know. He might got more.
Of the adverse events that happen or are reported in tattooing are from red ink. What the reason is a little scientific and, you know, probably based on immune response and sensitivity to the particle. The body is constantly breaking down our pigments throughout our life. Red ink can have inflammation or irritation years after you get it. So it's really based on your own biology, your own biochemistry, and your immune response to the pigment.
That's real shit, bro. I be telling a lot of clients, bro. Early on when I was tattooing, I had a client that shit a year later got puffy, and I'm like, and then a year after that got more puffy. And I'm like, bro, it's around the same season, so it's hot. I mean, that's just your response. Some people just don't fuck with it at all, and it just spits it right back out type shit. Not spit it out, but you know what I'm saying.
There's also colors like purple, and purple has a lot of reds in. Most of the reactions happen because of red. If it's my vote, he's got work to do. But they look good. I like that he's got good ones. His brother's got better ones.
Hayden.
The artist that made Lonzo Ball's tattoos really specializes in color, actually. One of the most impressive things he's ever done in black and gray is on Lonzo with this civil rights tattoo. Obama, Malcolm.
I'm clean, bro.
Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. What's really most beautiful about Lonzo those tattoos,
that contrast,
again,
crazy.
is you can tell what it is right away.
Smooth.
You can tell who it is right away. And there's a theme through his whole art. It's not a mishmash of styles or subjects. It's done so large, and we see these players so small on TV, we still can tell what it is. This is a really, really well done tattoo. These will never need touch-ups. They're done in such great contrast. And
Nah, right, because them was healed already damn near. I mean, them was healed. He had hair over them shit, so like they softened up, they did everything they were supposed to. And they like that. That's
scale, so
as long as he don't go like cooking his arm or some shit.
Large that when Lonzo is in his 50s and 60s, we'll still be able to identify who these people are. And the brain has this way of understanding things that are even very blurry. It's kind of like a skill set. We recognize faces, especially in iconic photography. We know these images as much as we know
That's
these
the move
faces.
I'm on
We know
now.
these shots, we know this photography.
Trying to get my
for people. On his other
portraits
arm,
up for
this
sure.
kind of gates of heaven and scripture. I really like that because again, we have one body part that has one theme, and that's something that.
This one's one I like to try to avoid with y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's tough, but like it be one of them ones. Like, I got a bunch of clouds and shit, just like where you trying to get tatted, but it's their way, the doves, and then the quote. But there's definitely, I mean, at this point, I don't know what would I do as an artist. I'd probably take one of these doves. If you wanted to, I'd probably make them big as hell. Boom, boom. Maybe put one bigger behind the stairs, and then another one bigger kind of in front, and then the stairs. I'd use a whole lot of contrast. Not too many lines. That's just my vibe now. The script of that's cool. The script looks like fairly fresh, or it's burned in, but I'm claiming fresh, but I ain't gonna lie. But that shit ain't gonna stay like that forever. What's he about to say though?
It really speaks to me, and it's well thought out. Luca's got some great ones. You're never gonna regret an animal tattoo. You might regret your girlfriend or boyfriend's name, but good choice there. I like the symmetry of his eagle and his all-seeing eye a lot, and his tiger is really well done. Luca's one of the people.
That's clean as hell.
I really want a tattoo, so.
Oh hell no! Go back. Fuck no.
Really well done.
That's it. Clean as hell. He got the script upside down though. He got it so that I can read him. I fuck with it for y'all, but like that shit's upside down.
Luca's one of the people I really want to tattoo, so call me. J.R. Smith might have been the most tattooed NBA player ever. We had to like really try to find space for J.R. to tattoo him. He was that tattooed, and he was that tattooed early in his career. When he played for the Knicks, I would tattoo him all the time, but it was never anything big. They even made a T-shirt out of J.R. Smith's tattoos that became very famous because he's so iconic, and he's one of the only athletes I know of that have the Jordan logo. And I remember I was at Amari Stoudemire's house once, and Iman Shumpert was there, and Melo, and J.R. was on the team at the same time. Iman Shumpert was like, man,
he that nigga, but look, he just showing love because you fuck with him all, bro. I don't know.
I want to get a Jordan logo. Amari Stoudemire was like, why? And he's like, what do you mean, why? It's Jordan. He goes, man, get your own logo. And he didn't get it, and I'll never forget that. This kind of like, don't glorify anybody, glorify yourself. That was a cool conversation I got to witness. But specifically to JR, I don't know if anybody's more tattooed than JR. I mean, down to every finger, every knuckle, every bit of him is tattooed. Young Money, he's old money now. We're the same age.
Let's move.
I think my favorite thing about Brittany Griner's tattoos is the color work, the flowers. So there's a balance in her design. There's this delicate side of her arm, and then there's this more aggressive side. So it's not just lion, it's lion roaring, which probably speaks to a lot of who she is as a person. There's certainly this, delicate nature to this person, and there's certainly this aggressive nature, this competitive athlete. She's also got symmetry, a lion and a skull. These are aggressive imagery. And then birds, flowers, color. It's really stark contrast between the two. I like her style.
That was smooth. She got some space.
Got what looks to me like small ones first, and then decided.
I can't talk, bro. I got a bunch of roses, but that's how I know. But it ain't even the roses for real. The roses is tough. That man, but like that's a big ass shoulder. I don't know he'd be in the gym like that, but that's a lot of clouds for one shoulder, nigga.
All right, it's sleeve time. David Beckham. It's very famous cloud tattoos. This cloud work filler of a sleeve style.
Filler, like how much space?
It really looks great on him. He avoided his ditch, the bend in his arm, and his elbow.
Hell no, that's like what you cloud. That's the part you cloud, bro. You get the dope shit everywhere else, and you just cloud that shit right there. That part.
Which is a smart move. The inside of the arm, at the ditch, and the elbow are probably the most painful parts. If someone has a lot of tattoos and they're kind of patchwork and they really want to go full sleeve, clouds, filler, smoke, motion, these are all ways to fill the gaps. Generally, when I'm...
But if you ain't got no tattoos at all, you ain't got no gaps to fill.
Designing a sleeve from scratch, I'm thinking about the shape more from the start than you'll see in people who get tattoos in this style, like Ja. So Ja probably got a cross and he got a piece of the top of his arm and his inner bicep and inner forearm, and then that was it. I would recommend usually to design your sleeve from start, but it's not always the case. What I really like about Ja's tattoos is we can tell what they are right away, and I think that's a really important thing that gets lost sometimes.
That's facts. You can't really tell.
Adams is a monster. One of the most intimidating
players
ever played in the NBA. I think the tattoos add to it a little bit. I like the consistency of his theme. It looks like he had a couple before he did these sleeves. His bicep has an image. His
I wonder if those is free-handed.
I love Kobe Bryant, and I love his tattoos. Kobe's tattoos are really iconic as well because we learned about Kobe, and we knew Kobe, and we loved Kobe so much, really.
R.P. Kobe.
The identifying person, and then he showed up with a tattoo, and that was cool. It wasn't something we expected to see from Kobe, but it was also something delicate, this crown, butterflies. And
that's tough. I have not, I'm not gonna lie, bro, in all my time, I've been tattooing for 6 years now, I definitely haven't seen the crown with butterflies. Have I been asleep on Kobe? Not for real, but like, have y'all been asleep on this concept, this idea? Probably.
Every one of his tattoos were a tribute to someone he loved. We could tell really easily what's most important to Kobe Bryant through his tattoos. I think it's really beautiful that many NBA players have gotten tattoos to Kobe as him being one of the most important people to them. There's some poetry there.
That last one was slick.
My favorite thing about Courtney Williams' tattoo is there's a theme, right side. And then I noticed she's got one tattoo on her left shoulder there. And I was like, oh man, almost perfect. I'm sure she'll continue getting
Almost
tattoos now,
perfect.
balance, but her peace signs
That
really
look like
help.
my homie.
Similar to
I ain't gonna
what
lie, bro.
Allen
That knee
Iverson
blast
did
is
in the
crazy.
NBA. Courtney Williams is kind of having some of that influence now.
Need her
in the
done
NBA
though.
as
I got
well.
my
We don't see
motherfucking
a lot of
V-Lone
WNBA
logo
players heavily
half-assed.
tattooed, but Courtney's one of them.
Bro, this be shit I be looking for, bro. When I'm tattooing y'all, I'm trying to design on y'all skin. I don't know all the stories for real, but like the way this face is right here, that John gotta be faced the other way. If it's on the right leg, facing the inside. I mean, that's just in my opinion, though. Just like keep it shit. Cause I mean, unless she finished on the leg and it's looking at something else on the back of her leg, going up type shit. But them stuff though.
Well, her lion tattoo is dope, and she's even got her hand tattooed, so she's in the club.
How bad do you think that knee tat hurt?
That shit hurt it.
Tattoos are serious, just in general. When you get a knee tattoo that's big, solid black,
that shit hurt it.
It's tougher than me, that's for sure.
Lillard got a lot of smoke.
Dame's tattoos, especially the one on his left-hand side. We're seeing the scripture is that angle moves with his body. So it actually creates a shape. We're never going to sit down and be able to read Dame's tattoo. As far as imaging goes, it creates a really unique shape and image and frame of him. And so I love this tattoo of this scripture on his arm. And you see what I'm saying? How that angle changes with his body motion, and it all points to his center point. I really think that's beautiful. It looks like Dame got a lot of tattoos throughout his life, maybe at multiple periods, but the consistency of how they're tied together is really well. We call it filler, right? And so it's not any one thing. It's just background. Sometimes it's noise, sometimes it's cloud, sometimes it's
I fuck with that type of stuff. I ain't gonna lie.
to frame the image for the eye.
Then you like a big puzzle piece.
His chest tattoo is pretty intricate.
A big puzzle, huh? Puzzle piece.
Jordan Clarkson's a baller. The first thing that I see is this symmetrical portraits. I'm not sure who they are, but I'll know that those people are most important to him. So as you look down, these people are right here. And that's part of his identity. What's the viewing angle of people? And how do
that little superhero one is clean as hell, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, let me do some shit. Just like do it on y'all. For real. That's
the viewing
smooth.
angle of people? How do they view you? What's your head-on image? And having two portraits right there says a lot about him. Praying hands, he's got Nipsey, he's got a couple of portraits. I like his gambler tattoo a lot. This is cool. He's got a bobblehead superhero son figure. It's cute. I would bet they were done at separate times. But he had his portrait of his son done, and then he's like, let me make him a little superhero. He's heavily tattooed. There's not a spot left on this arm. Maybe his thumb. He's got his fingers tattooed, his hands tattooed. He's what we call full. Kevin Durant has my favorite nickname ever, Slim Reaper.
That boy had some tats. He ain't got no tats.
I'd say you have to get a Reaper tattoo. It's cold, and that's just the coldest nickname ever. His torso is heavily tattooed, and yeah, you wouldn't guess it. Kevin does a lot of things outside the NBA too, and so in business, and maybe that's part of his image that he wants to keep. You know, more clean cut. But he's pretty heavily tattooed.
Hey, that little portrait was clean. I kind of fuck with little portraits like that.
Hidden tattoos. It's almost like people want to see them and they want people to see them. It's almost like this, what would I externalize that I feel internally? And so that's almost a lot of the reason why people get tattooed. So to see somebody who's heavily tattooed, but it's all very private, speaks to who Kevin Durant is. He is kind of private. He is kind of reserved. This speaks to his style.
And he was real nice about like his critique, or I guess tattoo artist, baby. Yeah, his critiques. He was just like critiquing like the flow of the individual type shit in their style, which is cool. Rather than the tattoos, that's one thing. I'm like looking at the tattoos. A lot of that small shit, you could tell like that script back on was it who the fuck was that on? Not Allen Iverson, bro. Right here. Damian Lillard. That shit. It was old, and you could tell. Like he said, you couldn't read it. I mean, you could read it if you got up close and really, really wanted to try, but the letters and shit blew together. Shit like that.
I've never seen a Heath Ledger Joker tattoo.
That's smooth.
I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I've seen it a lot. But it's cool. It speaks to that amazing actor who's not with us anymore and the impact he had. I really like DeMar DeRozan's Joker tattoo. And I like the symmetry of both of his arms are tattooed with portraits. So That's again plays to the balance of the body. They fit his jersey well, they fit his body well. He's got great shape and great tattoos to match. A lot of these, it looks like, although he has a sleeve, they weren't planned cohesively.
Yeah, a lot of that wasn't, but this little theme that's going on, this little city shit, that shit's clean as hell. Compton High School, got a little homie, a little pirate type shit.
So
I fuck with shit like that.
Subject matter and has
These
filled
niggas
spots
creative
and
as
he's done
hell.
it well. I think Richard Jefferson got this when he was like 16. Because I have a goofy tattoo just like this one. That's what we all do. It's like, all right, what would I get and not regret? Well, me.
That ain't, it don't look like a stick and poke though. It was straight ass lines. Ugh, it's in there, fuck. But then that script though, I don't kind of know what that says. Family.
Love me some me. But
It said parents.
it's cool. It's part of his image.
Parents. God. Something brothers. Maybe sisters, brothers, family. I don't know.
I think he's such a polished guy. It's strange that he has a tattoo almost to begin with, and then he doesn't have many. So if he was covered in tattoos, this RJ wouldn't stick out at all, right? LeBron's got LJ on him, Jordan's got Clarkson on his back. It's consistent and common, and the only reason it sticks out to us is it's the only one. A great tattoo will define you. And so we find this exists throughout all sports, throughout all celebrities. Think of Rihanna's hand tattoo. We saw it in Super Bowl ads. It was just her hand, but we knew.
Yeah, that one's tough. We know it's Rihanna, but ain't the tattoo we all know Rihanna by, I don't think.
Who it was. So if we saw this tattoo and we didn't see Richard
Let me
Jefferson,
know.
we'd still know who it is. And so if that connection is made, I always think it's a great tattoo. Advice to young players would be, if you're going to get tattooed, get great tattoos. You can find great artists, you have access to great artists. They all want to tattoo you, they want to do something great for you. Don't be the designer of your tattoo. Find somebody who's so great at tattooing and designing tattoos, and then speak about your idea and come up with a plan that's going to look great visually. NBA players are great at playing in the NBA. Sometimes they're not great at designing tattoos, and so leverage an artist's skill set. Let them help you design something that'll be iconic and timeless, and you'll enjoy your tattoo forever. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
This nigga just clicked everything at the end low key. He said, shit, if you want something good, hit us up. But he targeted that to the NBA artists, but I feel like that should go to everybody, you know. Do your research. That's like back in the last video. Do your research and make sure it's some shit you want. But then, yeah, like designing your own tattoos, that's cool. You feel like you're a designer, that's cool. Then let's make it a collaboration because like I'm the one that's got to tattoo this shit and it's got to be tattooable. It's got to translate well. I like to design your skin. I'm a designer, you feel me? So I pay attention to shit like faces being backwards and shit and tattoos being upside down. Can't do it. But as always, I appreciate y'all watching. Throw a like at the video, comment below what you think, and subscribe. Till next time.